Hey guys, this is Eric. These are the Skechers hands-free men's slip-in shoes. Now, I have not owned a pair of Skechers for a very long time, but there was something about these shoes, about not needing to bend down. Now, as a dad, I'm always trying to find ways to save time. And if that means I can shave off a few seconds in bending down and tying my shoes, and I can just sort of slip my feet into shoes. I didn't want sandals. I wanted something a little bit more supportive. I am going to be all for that. I've tried these out for the last 6 months. Big fan. Here are a few things you should probably know before you buy. Now, first things first, I did not buy these shoes for any sort of orthopedic reason. I don't have back problems. I don't have issues tying shoes, but I did want something, again, that I could slide my feet in. And I know Skechers is a great brand. I wanted to give this a shot. I've never had a pair of slip-in shoes before in the past. I didn't know how they were going to be designed or how they would feel on my foot, but I can tell you they work as designed. You can see me stepping in my shoes, really easy, probably at most 2 to 3 seconds to get both shoes on and then out the door. So a few features on the shoe, just so you have an understanding of how this works. The very back part of it, you're going to see here, is it is going to be hard. Right? So this back piece of the shoe typically is going to be softer in a normal shoe, but with these slip-ins, you are going to be putting pressure down here as you get your heel in. So that nice sturdy support is needed in the design. It's just something to kind of be aware of when you put these things on. And you will notice that the padding is going to be a little bit different. So you can see here, I can grab my fingers. There is some thick padding here, which allows your foot, your heel to slide right in. You just put some pressure on it and your foot slides right in. Now, from a comfort perspective, these things are great. They're very comfortable. No complaints there on my end. They are going to be extremely lightweight. I've owned a number of shoes in the past, and these things feel like a feather. The mesh here is going to allow your foot to breathe very easily. I live in a very humid climate, so that was really important to me. Make sure that my feet were going to get very sweaty. Now, from a style perspective, I did not want these shoes, even though you got the cool slide-in feature, the slip-in feature. I didn't want it to look like an orthopedic shoe, even though it's not an orthopedic shoe. I still wanted some style, so I really like the fact that it has these laces, even though they're not actually real laces. They're just sort of stretchy laces. So it looks like as you're wearing these that they're tied up and it's not kind of like a dad shoe. I do love the color, small details with the orange lettering here on either side. And overall, just I think it's a good looking shoe. Now, these are going to be washable. You can see the bottoms. These are probably due for a wash. It's easy as throwing them into the washer, machine wash friendly, which is super convenient for dad. Just throw them in the washer, done. Overall, if you're looking for a pair of shoes to kind of shave off a few minutes here and there, if you're on the go like I am as a dad, being able to just walk out of the house, step into some shoes, and then be on our way, whether it be playing outside with the kiddos or running an errand or taking to school or whatnot. These have been great. I think they're definitely stylish. If you see them from a distance, they just look like a normal shoe, but they've got the magic and the awesomeness of being able to slip in and go within seconds. Again, I haven't had Skechers in a long time, but I am impressed with these shoes and I would definitely recommend them.